What's going on? Today we're going to talk about a theory or my personal opinion. Now, do realize is subjective. Um, just a thought, right? So, what have we seen from the Celtics? The new, young Terry, Jalen, and Jason Tatum. What have we seen? We've seen that they are good kids, right? They're good players. Last season they got to the conference finals, and then they just got beat by LeBron. But honestly, I mean, every team was getting beat by LeBron. Now Kyrie is back this year, and what have we seen? We've only seen a Celtics team that we hadn't seen before. This is a Celtics team that has so much talent, but they can't seem to use it. And I think the reason why they can't, or they don't seem to be able to, is because Kyrie is there. Now, I'm not saying Kyrie is a bum or is trash. Obviously, he's not. He's a star. He doesn't need to prove that he's a good player because he's already proved it. So this is not an attack towards Kyrie. I'm not saying this dude is a bum, right? Nobody could sit with a straight face and tell me that Kyrie is a bum, because he's not. But this is not so much about Kyrie as a star. It's more of Kyrie doesn't fit on the Celtics. Now, before you start calling me retarded, let me kind of, I guess, explain how I'm processing all this. Kyrie plays like the leader, right? He plays like he is the leader of the Celtics. And is he the leader? No. Brad Stevens is the leader. And we saw it last year. Brad Stevens was there. Kyrie doing nothing. But Kyrie thinks he is the leader, and he wants to carry this Celtics team on his back. But this is a team that doesn't need to be carried. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this Celtics team is a team. They don't need Kyrie. Or at least they don't need what Kyrie is giving to them. What Kyrie is offering is to be the primary ball handler, and quite honestly, he's kind of ball hogging sometimes. I've watched the games, and if you've seen the Celtics, you know what I'm talking about. He holds the ball, and then sometimes doesn't even look to pass. He just kind of runs towards the hoop and just kind of lays it up. Obviously, he's a good scorer. Nobody's saying that he's not, or that he shouldn't be a scorer. If he wants to be a scorer, that's fine. He can be a scorer. However, this is a Celtics team. It is a team. You can't say the Celtics as a team are the same as the Rockets as a team, because the Rockets revolve around James Harden, right? This Celtics team does not revolve around Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is just a star on the Celtics team. So I don't think the Celtics need him. I don't think the Celtics need what he has to offer. I don't think the Celtics need a leader, because they're playing like a team, and they're being led by the coach. So Kyrie is kind of just an omega, if that makes sense to you guys. Like, he wants to be a leader, but I'm not sure if the players see him that way. Now, I'm not saying the Celtics don't want Kyrie. who wouldn't want Kyrie? Even the Warriors, if they were able to get their hands on Kyrie, I'm sure they would get their hands on Kyrie. But that's not the Celtics. The Celtics may want him because of his experience and because he's a star, like I've said. But they don't need him, and I don't think they realized that they don't need him. Now, I'm not saying, let Kyrie sit on the bench and not do anything, or lose Kyrie, don't re-sign him. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you could trade Kyrie because he's not crucial to the Celtics. I'm sorry if you're a Kyrie fan, but this team doesn't need him. I'm sure if they got Anthony Davis, they would do a lot better than with Kyrie. And I think they're getting paid the same amount of money this year. And Kyrie already stated that he wants to stay in Boston. So you kind of have an advantage to trade this kid because he's loyal. He's a loyal kid. Obviously, the thing with Cleveland and well, but Kyrie is a player that wants to be accepted. He wants to have his own role. He wants to lead a team, and he's just not getting it here, and he's frustrated because the players already proved themselves. They don't need him, and he thinks that they need him to win. They don't need Kyrie to win. So I think the players are getting frustrated because he's a little bit of a ball hog, and I think he's getting frustrated because he feels like he should be a ball hog, because he's pretty much the only star on the team, right? No disrespect to Al Horford and these other players, Gordon Hayward, but like I said, I just don't think the Celtics need him or his talents. I think they could trade him and potentially get something that fits better on the Celtics. This is just Kyrie. Alright, we saw the Celtics last year. They did fine. He was out. They could trade Kyrie for someone else, right? A defender. And the lineup would be what? Terry, Jalen, Jason Tatum, and there you could add a power forward or you could add a center, depending on what kind of trades you get. You can also trade Gordon Hayward because I think he fits well on the Celtics. I just don't know if he's crucial. He's getting paid a lot. I think like 24 million, and I don't think he's worth 24 million towards the Celtics. That's just my opinion. But the main point I wanted to address was Kyrie, because yes, he's a star. Yes, he's great, but I just don't see him being crucial, and you could get a lot for a Kyrie. Okay, this is no disrespect towards Kyrie. Obviously, he's a great player, right? But he's just not a great Celtic. I hope that makes sense. That's pretty much all I wanted to address. If you have comments or maybe you have a different opinion, feel free to let me know. Feel free to call me retarded as well. I can see where you would think that. Like, subscribe if you can, and yeah, man, I'll see y'all next time.